Hi, I'm Mark Patey with Best Tugs, and if you're here, it's because your tug won't take a charge. And you read a video caption called My Tug Won't Charge, and you thought this might help you, and it will. So here's the thing. The first assumption people make if their tug won't take a charge is that their tug's broken or that the charger's broken. Usually it's actually neither of those two things. It's just the batteries are so dead the charger won't wake up to charge. So your tug comes with a smart charger, meaning it will do a bulk rate charge and charge the batteries up real quick, and then it'll do kind of a balance mode to get the two batteries balanced together, and then it'll go to a trickle charge mode, which is a maintenance, keep the batteries healthy, keep them warm, in case you're gonna leave town for a few months, you don't want your batteries to slowly discharge over time and go bad just for lack of not using. If you've ever owned a boat or an ATV that you don't use very much, like me, you know how you can put a boat in for winter storage with a perfectly good brand new battery. You go out the first time in the spring, it's dead as a doornail, and you know everything was turned off. Batteries just discharge over time. If they discharge too much, you might have to replace them. But in this case, we're gonna see if we recover them. So the scenario is this: you've got your tug, the batteries went dead for whatever reason, it sat too long, or you left the power turned on, or someone came into your hangar and flipped a switch, we don't know what happened, but the tug's dead. And then you plugged the charger and said, oh no, I left my power turned on. I'll charge it. And you plug it in, you come back the next day, it's still dead as a doornail. Nothing happened. Well, actually something did happen. You plugged the tug into the charger, the tug's a smart charger, and it wanted to see 22 volts or higher to even try to charge the batteries. Because someone might take a 24 volt charger and try to charge a 12 volt battery. They'll burn up the battery, have fire risk, melt the charger, all kinds of bad things happen. So before the tug even turns on and sends current, it checks voltage. So I want to show you on this right here, we're going to do a little thing. Your tug has two 12 volt batteries and they're run in series. So I've got one 12 volt battery here, and that's 12.7 volts. That's almost full charge. Let's call it 95%. 12.8 volts would be fully charged. We've got another battery over here, 12.7 volts. Same thing, almost completely fully charged. 12 volts would be a dead battery. 11 volts or lower is bad. And if we check between these, this is like watch batteries stacked up on top of each other. I explained this in another video. In a watch, or not a watch, a flashlight, you stick a 1.5 volt battery on top of another 1.5, and you got a positive touching a negative. And now if you check between those two, we have 3 volts. So they just are run in series. So this tug's a 24 volt system. So we've got two 12 volt batteries in series. So if I go from the negative here all the way to the positive there, I have 25.6 volts. Nice full charged set of batteries as a set. So what's happened is your batteries have gone dead, and the tug charger's hooked up to charge the 24 volt system. If it's below 22 volts, it won't even turn on. You might pull the cover off your tug and check the batteries and go, oh no, 6 volts and 6 volts, I've only got 12 volts. So your charger didn't even try. Tug's not broken, charger's not broken, it just didn't see enough volts. So here's a tip and a trick to try to recover a dead battery. Let's do battery resurrection. Now, I want you to know there is a chance that your batteries are bad. The longer the tug sat with the batteries dead, the higher risk it is that it won't recover. If it's only been a little while, a few days, you may have good luck recovering. We've had people recover batteries after a few weeks. But if it's been a few months, don't cross your fingers, don't hold your breath. Just celebrate the fact that you get to give your tug brand new fresh batteries for its birthday, because it deserves it, because it's taking good care of you. But if we're going to recover them, this is how we're going to do it. The tug charger's not going to do it. It rejects the fact that you are plugged to the right power source. It's going to say below 22 volts, you're trying to do something silly. I'm not going to turn on. So it doesn't. So what we want to do is get a 12 volt charger. I'm going to pull this cover off, and we'll look at it down here on the tug. Now, you might have a Bravo tug. This is an Alpha. Bravo B5 is very similar in that it's a 24 volt system, two 12 volt batteries run in series to get 24 volts. You might have a Bravo B8. It has 4 batteries in it. So two 12 volt batteries with positive, negative connecting between the two makes one big 24 volt battery. And then you have another two 12-volt batteries with a positive and negative between, jumpered between, and that's another big 24-volt battery. And then they run this positive to that positive to the motor controller, and this negative to that negative to the motor controller, and now you've got still 24 volts out of 4 batteries. That's advanced level stuff. You might not even care about that. Some of you will absolutely understand. But we run 2 batteries in series to make 24 volts. On our bigger tugs, we might have 2 batteries as 24 volts, another 2 is 24, another 2 is 24. Then we run them parallel so that we just get long range and distance and can drive bigger motors. So back to the main point at hand. Let's pull the cover off this tug. We're going to make sure if you have the light installed that you disconnect the light right here. You just simply pinch and that will unhook and you can set this aside. Now, if I've checked these batteries and I find that they're really dead, now we know why the tug won't charge. In this case, these are fully charged. They're super happy, 12.7 volts. And together 25.6, that's fully charged. So if it's below 22, your charger won't turn on. So here's the trick. We want to try to recover these batteries so we don't have to replace them. Get a 12-volt charger, any 12-volt charger. This one here, you can find 12-volt chargers for a little as 10, 20 bucks. Walmart always has stuff in stock. And first thing you do is connect your hot and red and your ground negative to the correct post on the battery. Now, you do not need to disconnect any wires to do this trick. There's no tools needed. You don't need to unconnect stuff. You simply take the negative and find the negative labeled post in the tug. I know this is a red wire because it's a jumper. It's tying a negative to a positive to make this one big battery. But I'm going to connect the negative to the negative lead. And then we want to connect a positive to the positive lead on one battery, and then go ahead and plug that into the wall. And again, if you do this like this, you do not need to disconnect that wire because the charger is only sending power between these 2 posts and charging that. The fact that there's a positive wire over here, don't let that freak you out. Focus on this battery. So we'll plug that charger in after those connections are made and go to dinner. And let it charge up your battery. Depending on the size of your charger, it could take a couple hours, it could take overnight, but almost any charger is going to charge that overnight for sure. The next thing you're going to do is unplug your charger and do the same thing over here. There's the negative labeled post of that battery, the positive labeled post of this battery, and we'll plug the charger back in. I'm going to go to dinner again, maybe a movie this time, and let that battery charge. The nice thing about most 12-volt chargers is they're not looking for a minimum voltage. If there's any voltage at all, most 12-volt chargers will say, I see a battery, I'm going to charge the battery to a full charge, which is about 12.8 volts. So it'll send 14 volts to the battery till the battery voltage gets up. You pull the meters off, it'll sit around 13 volts, roughly 12.8 full charge. So once that's done, we're going to unplug this from the wall. We'll put that aside, and then you can plug the tug's charger back in. And when you use the charger that came with the tug, now it's charging from this post, there's one of the wires, and that one, to that post, and it's going to charge the 2 batteries as a set. It's going to do a float charge to balance them out, and now you're back up and running. You've got a good fully charged batteries, you resurrected your dead batteries, and you're back in business. Most times this will work. In the event that one of your batteries doesn't take a charge, you'll just have to replace it. The good news is we don't put spec batteries. You do not have to come to us and pay us a ton of money for batteries. You can get these batteries in stock at Batteries Plus or Interstate Battery. Almost anybody has this size battery in stock. You won't have any problem finding them in stock and finding them for a really cheap rate. Now, another thing people ask is about battery maintenance. The most important thing is just don't let them go dead. There isn't really any maintenance on Best Tugs because our batteries, we use a more expensive gel battery. You never have to open them up or top them off with fluid. And that's so that if the batteries, or not if, but when batteries go bad, because they all will, if the battery starts to bloat or get pregnant because it's bad, like this one, We use a sealed, no maintenance battery so it won't spill acid all over your floor, stink up your hanger, stink up your airplane, or ruin your painted floor. So that's why we use a no maintenance battery. The main thing with your batteries is to keep them charged, keep them exercised, fly more often. It's the best way to get long life out of your batteries is to fly a lot. Watch some of our other videos on maintaining your batteries or why batteries go bad. There's some good tips and tricks there. But there's the best way to recover your batteries if they fail and you're back in business. Your tug wasn't broken, your charger wasn't broken, it was just your batteries. Now, in the event that your charger actually is broken, or to want to know, the way to know if your charger works or not, first off, you have to actually have charged batteries, or batteries that have power. If they're fully dead, we can't test the charger. But if you've got the batteries, say, recovered like this, and you haven't had to replace one of the batteries, then when let's say you turned it on and it says 90%, and you plug a charger in, you should see that percent charge immediately start going up, because the charger's sending 28 volts to try to charge the batteries. This will climb real quick. Sometimes it may climb all the way to 100%. Doesn't mean the batteries are charged. The tug thinks it is because the high voltage, but what it does tell you is the charger's working, it's sending current, it's sending the right volts, and the charger is actually functioning. So that's a good way to know your charger's working. Anytime that's down low, is just plug it in, and if you see it immediately climb, your charger's good. But make sure you turn the tug off when you're charging, because if you leave the tug turned on when you're charging, it's okay to turn it on to test the charger. But if you're going to leave and leave it charging, turn it off. Otherwise, you run the risk of overcharging and ruining your batteries. So there you go. That's how you recover your tug if it won't take a charge. And always call us if you have any questions. We're here to help you. We're here to take care of you. And we sure appreciate you being a Best Tugs customer. Take care. Fly safe.